infinite power.
Don't you just love the smell of petrol and burning rubber? My name is Jake.
And I'm Ken. Welcome to the XMC, where all your dreams of diecast carnage come true. If you've not seen the other races in the tournament, or just missed last race, make sure to check it out now. We don't want to spoil the chaos for you all. Links are in the description.
Last race, we witnessed some amazing races. Shaquille O'Neal and Otto Bon Jovi dominated the round to become our first contestants to make it into the semi-finals.
White Betty had some bad luck, but still managed to make it into the double elimination bracket.
But not as unlucky as my all-time favorite car, the Mustard Mobile, getting eliminated before its prime.
It just couldn't catch up to the competition. Let's introduce today's contestants. First up is the Wizard of Speed, J.K. Stalling, driven by the only man to be arrested for beating up a spruce tree, Mike. The only thing to say about this car is yes. Yes, this will be a finalist. Don't make me eat those words, Mike.
Next up is the actual speed demon, Pat Benacar, driven by the drive-thru surgeon himself, Dr. Dre. Even though this car is as unpredictable as juggling nitroglycerin, this one definitely has my bet for the semifinals.
Third up is Taylor Drift, driven by the two-time Emmy thief, Mrs. Clean. The slowest car in the XMC, barely beating out the finishing time of the local Zamboni. The only hope I have is that this car does not contaminate the nuclear runoff this car will be swimming in later.
Last up is Sylvester Stallone, driven by the veterinarian without a license, Dr. Salty. This insane driftmobile can pack a crazy punch. Due to its slick nature, however, it loses control easily, but somehow seems to recover pretty well from the stalls and hangups.
The time has come. Our racers are at the starting line. Good luck to all our brave contestants and wildlife.
Let's burn some rubber. Stalling losing control, sliding everywhere.
Gaining control through Sun Peaks.
Stalling leading, followed by Pat through Rockslide Ridge.
Rounding Cajun Corner, Pat pulls an e-brake to straighten out.
Stalling does the same. Through the tunnel now. Hits the off-ramp and launches upward.
Pat flips through the last leg. Stalling takes the win.
Taylor flipped as well. Stalling hits Taylor and squeaks by, taking second place.
I did not see that coming at all. Stalling's impressive recovery from being launched in the air, and to have Stallone come out of nowhere, skimming past the wreckage and taking second.
After round one, J.K. Stalling is in first place, and Sylvester Stallone in second. Let's see if Pat Benacar and Taylor Drift can keep it on all four tires from now on. Let's begin race 2.
Good out of the gate.
Taylor flipping now. Pat and Stallone neck and neck through Sun Peaks.
Pat pulling ahead through Rockslide Ridge.
Pat hit the wall at Cajun Corner, but not slowing down. Now through the tunnel and across the bridge. And takes first place.
Sylvester coming in hot and takes second.
Taylor Drift slowly creeping down the track. Coming around. And hits Stalling! Almost pushing it onto the finish line. So close.
It is amazing Taylor Drift, the slowest car in the entire XMC, is in round 2 at all.
Looks like it won't be for long. Stallone is looking better than ever and may just win this round yet.
After round 2, Sylvester Stallone steals first place from J.K. Stalling, who is now tied for second with Pat Benacar with 5 points. Taylor is drifting down a river of uncertainty with a total of 0 points. Mrs. Clean has pretty much cemented Taylor Drift in last place.
She does run that underground moped race, probably why she chose a car with the same horsepower. Let's move on now to race 3. sideways, being pushed into Sun Peaks.
Now back in control through the turn, followed by Pat.
Pat lagging behind, going to Rockslide Ridge.
Stallone taking it slow through Cajun Corner.
Pat starting to close on Stallone now.
Stallone rockets through the tunnel and rolls over.
Pat coming in and takes the victory.
After a rocky start and Taylor Drift blocking JK stalling, Stallone was looking good for the win, but lost it in the last leg of the track.
I think Dr. Salty, seeing Dr. Dre gaining on her, decided to redline it over the bridge, but just could not keep control. Dr. Dre may finally be out of his slump, driving that crazy rocket, Pat Benacar.
After round 3, Pat Benacar takes first place with 10 points. Sylvester Stallone gets nudged to second with 6 points, staying ahead of JK Stalling with 5 in third place. Taylor Drift manages to do nothing but be a convenient roadblock at last place with 0 points.
I think that's it for Taylor Drift. Nothing but swamp gases in Mrs. Clean's future. Let's hope she's at least a good sport next race, and does not just ram the other drivers off the road.
Well, that's what I would do.
I'm sure you would, Ken. This is why you had your license revoked, after all.
Hey, that was not my fault. They were arresting everyone that was driving on the sidewalk that day. That's just profiling.
Again, never listen to what comes out of Ken's mouth. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for their support. And if you're looking to print some amazing XMC designs, or just want to support the channel, be sure to check out Patreon.
Let's start the final race of the day.
And they're off.
Pat is flipped.
Stallone maintains control, Stalling leading through Sun Peaks, followed by Taylor.
Stalling now with a commanding lead through Rockslide Ridge.
It takes Cajun Corner like a boss.
Through the tunnel, across the bridge looking good. It takes the win.
Taylor's flipped again. Stallone coming around.
And hits Taylor. It gets pushed over the finish line.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Well, that's right, Jake. Taylor Drift actually finishing a race? Not by choice, mind you, but it still counts.
Stallone kept amazing control after Pat Benacar flipped at the starting corner, and Stalling won this one by a mile.
JK Stalling and Pat Benacar ended up tied for first place with 10 points each. Sylvester Stallone takes third place with a hard-earned 6 points.
And Taylor drifts to the bottom of the toilet bowl and is put in the Hall of Fame for the slowest car in the XMC.
JK Stalling and Pat Benacar joined Shaquille O'Neal and Otto Bon Jovi in the semifinals.
Sylvester Stallone joins White Betty in round 2 of the double elimination bracket.
And Miss Turtle Power, Taylor Drift, is punted into the loser's lounge. And everyone is still surprised that thing made it this far in this tournament.
While the swamp swallows another gem, it's a great time to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to slap a like on it as well, it helps out tremendously.
We would love to know what everyone's favorite part of the tournament is so far, so please leave a comment down below.
See you very soon for the start of the double elimination bracket. Some old forgotten greats will compete for their second chance at the cup.
Have a nitro-fueled week, everyone, and see you all at the next finish line.